Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Bink for last 100K bankroll challenge. Day 25. Current bankroll is 4,800. We'll pull up Poker for a quick update here. We do have quite a few tables open this morning. Right now we have 4 NL100 tables and a couple NL50. So I just want to get the stream put up here. Fold ace 8, fold 10 6. Okay, so pocket jacks here, given fix that stack sizes, we'll just go 10. We're gonna ISO the ace 9, and over here on the ace jack, we can just go small. In this board, he's just gonna have a lot of hands that just are gonna fold. But he is a bit of a fishy sort of station. Especially lately, seems to be leveling up in that department. King 3-5, I think, as the pre-flop ISO with the call, we're still gonna bet here, and we obviously have to call off the jacks. Okay, flipping. Yes, we'll run it twice. Just one time, you know. Okay. So this donkey pots it, fold. This guy's just like spewing hands. Unfortunately, we have to let it go. We are going to join that table heads up here in a minute. We'll get the poker graph up here too. Fold the ace 3, fold the ace 4, fold the 9 8. When the tables are this filled with fish, you got to play a little bit differently. Just sort of raising strong hands and going for value, less bluffing. The Sub-Zero here is just going to stack off to somebody. Obviously, he's just playing every hand. Never seen him before. It says his account was closed, which is always weird to me. When they're like, you know, closed and they're playing. And here, we'll put in a small 3-bet every once in a while. 6-7 suited. King 8 suited. 10-5, we'll just take a free flop. And aces we raise. Okay, so we got a really strong hand here. I'm actually going to overbet this board. And the reason being is I just want them to either fold or rip it. There's so much equity on here, and likely, you know, that they're going to fold most of the time. Folds here. We do have the ace diamonds. We do get check raised, but flip back. We're calling here. 8's not great. Jack queen now gets there. Okay, so he does rip the call. We'll run it twice. Just looking for a 5 or a spade. We'll barrel the ace 4 suited here. Nice. Spade. A spade or a 5. 2, 3, 4. Oh man. Probably just fold. I think we just fold the aces here. Raise the aces here, fold here. We're gonna check back the ace 4 suited, hope to hit something. We brick. Oh man. Block the ace diamonds, it doesn't have that. This massive shoves turn. So strange. That's like that actually is saying to call here. Alright, we gotta stop. I don't know why I would think we should have there. Oh, good lord. Well, you're not going to win running aces into sets on every table. Oh, this fucking Don. God, this guy is annoying. Fold to queen 7. Fold to 6-5, fold to 6 deuce. We are going to call that 3-bet, so not a great start today for a fish-filled table. Should have known that, though. When he min-clicks it, then he just shoves like 3x pot on turn. It was the massive shot that got me, though, fortunately. And king ace ace 3-bet here, did he not? He did. We're going to go really small here with 5s. I think once he checks, he'll just check shove with the king, or he might just be check folding 3 ways. Raise the king jack. And we'll sit there as well. Okay, let's try to win with aces. That's twice we've lost. What's that flashing? Against that sizing, I think we follow 2 overs and a backdoor. And we'll just go half pot with the aces, fold the 3 deuce. Take calls, it's good. And we're just going to bet again for value. And we do hit the jack on the river. Turn check around. Turn checks around, so I think we'll just block bet here. Fold to a raise. The only hand he's going to raise is like checking back and hitting a 9. Fold the ace 7. Fold king queen. Check back the ace 8. We do defend the 8 some portion of the time. Definitely when it's a small 3-bet. Somebody out of position. I'm just going to check back. Flop checks. Index. We call. We'll check again. And we'll check down the 8s as well. Queen's not great. We're now losing to like the ace queen type hands and the queen jack type hands. And I just happen to call down here 3-handed with ace x. So, a little bit of a tilty session so far this morning. And we just give up, basically. Okay. It's like a terrible not c-bet there. Raise the queen 10. Sorry about that. On this board, we'll just continuation bet. And I think against Rhino, we'll throw a 4-bet this time with ace 8 suited. Fold king 7, fold king 6. And we're just looking to check down with the queen 10. Folding the jack 4. Oh man, keypad's not working here, so I got my mouse plugged in. Win the queen 10, 3-betting the ace jack off. That's pretty standard. We just fold the ace 8 suited there to click it back. Fold the jack 7. So for those of you just joining us, tables are really good. We had pocket aces stacked at soul in a spot that we should have folded, and then we had pocket aces stacked against pocket deuces. So this is just an easy fold. The king ace, or the king triple ace here, hit the bad beat jackpot the other day, so he's been pretty much spewing into pool ever since. And obviously with 7-3 here, I'm just going to stab. Can't win by checking, so take a shot at it. We do open 3-4 suited some portion of the time. And we fold queen 7. And we continue value betting here. Okay, we're going to raise the ace queen suited, fold the 9-7. And we're just going to check tables here in a second. I think we can check here. It's not really a board we want to be c-betting. He checks back, and this is what we've been talking about the last few days. Check call, check call. We're just folding here. Jack 7. Yeah, he just has flush draw. Like, look at his stats. Limits and does nothing. So, and we'll check again with the ace queen, unfortunately. He goes half pot. I think we call one here, which is double better. I also don't really believe him, to be honest. Let's see if he'll use bets again or not. Queen's great. Like, we are beating like 10x now and Jack X, the check back flop. They're just random hands. So. He just leaves the table. Okay, oops. I meant to bet half pot there. Fold some 4. We will check call. 10-9, that's fine. And we're going to value bet the 7 when check to us again. Okay, so Jack 4 suited, we raise, fold the ace 7. We will squeeze the Jack Queen suited against Kronos. Take it down. Queen 8 suited, we raise. Fold Jack 4. Excuse me. This is a board we do a lot of checking back on. I think though with our hand, top pair, top picker, that needs sort of more protection than just checking. I think betting there's fine. Obviously we're clicking it in against a 20 big stack, pocket 9. And check shoving here at the 9-7 of hearts. Yes, we can run it twice. We make 2 pair here on the river. The Matador bets. I think we need to check. I think we need to raise that for sure. And we do call down here at the queen. I was gonna say he would have bet. He would have bet a king by now. We raise the queen 8 suited, fold the ace 3, fold the 10-4, fold the 5-3, fold the 9-6. So I think, given the pool and the players, those stacking off with aces in both those spots is probably not. I know it's aces and I know it's a 3-bet pot, and against good players, obviously you just call down and regs and stuff, but against fish, probably shouldn't. Let's check down here, I guess. Yeah. And obviously when he raises, we just get it in. Stack sizes. That's what we were hoping for. Oh, ace for, oh, but ace. So if we hit an ace, we're gonna win like $3,000. Ace one time. Nope. But we do win 50, so that's good. Fold 4-3, fold the 9-5, raise the 8-5. And it was a little smaller this time. We'll make our ISO a little bit smaller. Never ending pot. We'll just fold the Jack 7 suited. And then, yeah, we wanted to get the poker cracked up. It's a little bit harder when we got this many tables rolling. But we'll just do, we won't do today yet. Do the last few days. Fold 10-5, fold 10-9. Fold Queen 7. So yeah, the last few days, obviously, we've been really good. We dipped down at the end of yesterday's session, but yeah. 6,000 hands, we're at 1,100. It's really good. Obviously. And then today, yeah, or it could be worse. We're down just over 100, so slowly climbing out of the hole. But I think, yeah. So we lost, climbed out of the aces a little bit. I think we won a hand with them. And we will three bet the ace jack offsuit, fold 9. I guess we just check here. He checks back. I'm just gonna rip turn now. And I think we're getting that ISO. 4-5 suited. Fold to 10-7. King jack's a raise, of course. Okay, fold jack 9, fold here, fold 10-3, fold back. Okay, guys. So, jack is suited. We'll bump up. All right. So we basically just have way too many tables now. Open. We have to call here, obviously, bottom pair in the flush draw. It's got king deuce. That's like worst case scenario. Anything but king deuce or king 3. It's, even aces is better than that. 4-3 suited against really simple 3 bets call. See if I run it twice. Maybe we get lucky. We do ice of king 6. Against that sizing, it's big sizing. I think I just fold against that sizing. Queen 10 raises. Ace 8. That's for value. I'm going to leave the 25-cent, 50-cent table. Yeah, we're going to raise this. And we're going to value bet here. We're going to fold here. Fold here. And Queen X on these stack sizes, I think I'll just bet. What a terrible run out. I am going to call for just auto. So 7-2. That's it. Okay. And obviously, we're going to have to hit probably, but yeah, we just rip this in. The open-ended straight flush draw against the set, that's fine. I think we're probably flipping on the flop, but we're close to a favorite. I think we're flipping flop. I think we're flipping flop. Oh my god, this guy's such a loser. Did he actually just table hop? Oh, he left now. I don't know, maybe he's just leaving. I don't really know what's going on. We do call the 3s. The 10s, sorry. He checks. I think we check back. I don't think he bets an ace enough. So there's probably a lot of aces in his range. 4 straight that comes out, so I don't think betting's very valuable. If that was not a 3, like if that was, a deuce, a 4, a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9, and he checked, we'd bet all of it. We'd bet 10s, like 100%. Flop top pair here, we'll just check. We're gonna bet turn for value. Let's see what's for us. Ace jack's a raise. That should be charged up enough. So get the keypad on. Okay. Raise up the jacks. And we're gonna value bet the king 4. And fold back 3, fold to 10-5. Excuse me. King 7 suited to raise. And we're all in with jacks down here in the bottom right. Great start. dodging an ace, essentially. Dodging an ace and a 4 in the bottom right. No ace, no 4 for the win. Next. And we're just going to bet here. Actually, that should be an over bet. Yeah, we're going to double. We're going to barrel here just to try to fold them out, but turn should have just been an over bet, I think. And we do a lot of checking on that board. And Matador just has like a massive range. So I think we can probably just check down ace high here and win enough of the time. Well, he's playing jacks, but he's also playing 7 deuce, right? So Sub-Zero squeezes. Just let that go. Okay, open limp heads up with the king triple ace. Okay, we boat up on the turn here. Got the value. Okay, that could be a great card. Unless he has 5-6, of course. Jack 7 suited, I guess we fold. It's close when it's such a small. Probably Jack 9 I can call for sure. And I'm going to overbet here with 5. People overcall double paired boards when they have like an ace too, so. Fold the deuce. And on this board, I'm just going to go half pot, I think, with the queen 10. Definitely check here some portion of the time, too. Sorry, guys. With 2 callers, we're going to check back turn. And I think we just call river. Okay. I'm going to pay a little bit more attention here to this bottom left table. Just need to see what he's like 4x opening every hand. He seems to be just, yeah, it's just super spewy. Okay. Fold queen 8. Obviously, we're going to bet big here with 10-7 for value. 5 ways, the 3s are just done. Weak right. And we're going to continue value betting here. Heads up, 2-hit pair. We're just targeting queen X basically there in draws. 8-9 got there, but there's still a ton of other ones that are behind, including like 10-8, 7-8, 10-9, stuff like that. That picked up some equity, and we'll call again. And we just fold the 3s here. And 8 suited. 9-5. Okay, flop trips. Lots of flush draws, lots of pairs, lots of straight draws out there. Ace 10's a 3-bet, obviously, against this guy. Is he even raising it all? No action trips. It was 4x. Last time he did that, we actually stacked off with queens and lots. And we're gonna have to go, I think just go small so we can double barrel turn against this guy. His range is gonna be so wide. Okay, we just, you know, run into something. Prince of Persia. Raise just calls, checks, we bet, they call. Turn, they just pot lead. That's interesting. Huh. Guess I fold to a full pot bet. He goes half pot here. I'm gonna check raise. And I'm gonna check the ace in the bottom right and then value bet river. And we raise the queen 5 suited. Yeah. Value bet river. Could argue value betting turn too for sure. Not getting great runouts against this guy, even though I know he's playing like 70% of his hands. I think it's call this time. Okay, and then we go for value here. Turn 2 pair. Call the ace king. Well, we pick up the nut flush draw. Then he checks. I think we have to bet here, and I think we check this down. Nice. He just has the nuts again. Good lord. This guy's getting a lot of strong hands for somebody. Playing, you know, all of them. We're obviously calling the king 10 suited, and we're just going to rip here. And we're just check folding king 10 suited down here. And we're going to bet. No action. I think it's a mandatory bet on the turn, because he obviously has a lot of ace-x that are going to call. And anything with like a diamond is going to call a good portion of the time. And we'll just fold here with the 8-5. King high will check all. Yeah, what do you do? Second nuts when it's quads, so fold the king 10 here. Fold king 7. King triple ace 4x's. We'll just fold that. Okay, we're gonna try to win a hand here against. Excuse me. Fold the 4 deuce, fold the ace 3, and we're gonna ISO the limp. 6's raise. It's definitely harder to talk about the hands when we're short stacked on, or not short stacked, but when we're short on a few tables. There's so much action that's kind of popping up. King jack off, we raise. We're going to call the 6's to the donk lead. We're going to squeeze the ace 3 suited. Maybe I should just talk about stuff that matters more. We get called by 2 players. Guess we just check. Ooh, that's a good turn card. Now we're just getting stacked. If somebody has a flush, it is what it is. Sub-0 3-bet. And he's not 3-betting very much. He's just doing mostly calls. And here we're just calling, and raise here, call here. Yeah, we just call off, I think. Obviously, with less than half that, we have, you know, the nut trips, so money's going in. Oops. I don't think there's any value in shoving there. With only 26 bigs, maybe there's an argument for it. I'm just going to call down here in the bottom right. He's just got too many hands, and once he goes check, check, we are going to call the donk lead there. And the jacks are just going to see that. Okay, so he donk leads, then checks turn. I think I just jam it. And we ISO the ace king, and we ISO the ace 8. Ah, he does call it. Wow, what's the station about? Like, you know, or the tank, I mean. And we're going to c-bet here. So we do have a bunch of outs. We're going to check call the ace king, obviously in the bottom right. Nice. Drop it up. And we 3-bet the kings. Nice. Now we value bet the ace king. Raise the 6's. Okay, it's a pretty good flop. This is a good flop too. Whoa. What is that? I guess we call. And we're running into it at the fish these days. Obviously we call the kings. Kings versus jacks, good spot. We call, of course, down here in the bottom right. Let's try to stack this guy one time here. What's going on here? A 5x open and a call, we fold. Oh wow. 2, 3, 4. Did he ask to run it twice and I miss it? I don't think so. Just double check the action here. ISO, call, flop. He leads into us, we call the turn, he bets again, pot, we call, and then the river, he bets pot again, and 2, 3, 4. Ace 5 gets there. I just wonder what I'm gonna call. I stop calling these pot bets. So, I don't know, it's close there against the guy who's like really bad. It's sometimes pretty fucking speedy. I didn't really think he would donk lead before there. It's a good donk. It's not necessarily like a bad donk lead or anything. We are going to check raise here. The jack 10, 8, 9, 12. It is a little bit annoying though. Stationing down like a fish. And constantly losing. We are checking back to jack 10 here. I have to bet here, obviously. Don't win by showing down, so. In the ace 8, I think at a position, I think I'm just going to continue barreling. He bet that turn? Yeah, he did. Okay, we'll give him another chance to bet here. You could definitely argue that donk leading is best. Alright, at this point, I don't think Nishi's folding, to be honest. And we have the nut flush draw, so. One of the biggest hands you want to target is the nut flush draw. Oh, get out of here. These rivers are killing us. It's just killing us. And we fold queen 10 here, fold the ace deuce. Okay, and we go big here with king queen. Oh, right, the jack 6. It's crazy to me that he manages to check back with the boat and then get somewhat paid off on the king river. It does seem like a pretty fishy line though. He goes and check and then check raise and then re-raises us on the river. Queen 7 we check. Welcome to the stream, anybody. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It definitely helps out the channel. We are on day 25 of the Binker Bankroll Challenge. It started today with a $4,800 bankroll. It is not high right now. We've definitely lost a little bit. This morning, he goes 3/4 again, I think. I think we just fold. And we fold the 4s. Yeah, it's definitely been down about probably 200, I think, this morning, I would say. Yeah, we're just going to fold the king jack. Fold the ace 9. Fold the ace deuce. King jack against the mid position open for the button. We do 3-bet some portion of the time, anyways. We obviously are ISOing the kings. I expect him to fold now that we have a nutted hand. Prince of Persia, this is a board we don't see bet a whole lot, but we do with our specific hand. King 7, raise, jack 4, check, 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 check. Okay, we're going to be check calling the jack 4. And out of position here, we'll just check the king 7. Check call here. Definitely check calling, of course. So we check back king jack, turn the jack, so we value bet. And we check here. Checks flop, calls. I think there's definitely some value to be had here. And I think we'll block bet the 7 once he bets flop and then turn goes check check. And we make a straight here, we're gonna value bet. I don't expect them to bet for us often enough. And they're not going to bluff here either often enough, so if we get raised, we just fold. Okay. And we definitely bet here, bottom right, king 10. Monotone board, but we flop a set, so we're just barreling. We, of course, call the king jack here against the donk lead. The king ace ace is going to call a 10, he's going to call a 3, he's going to call a jack, so pike 8, hit 9s. No action down here. Wonder how Ops GTO checks that. And we make a straight, we're going to value bet it. We're going to check back with the jack here, and then call rivers. Oh, that's a small bet. That actually makes me want to value raise. Yeah, we just call. It's pretty expected. 9-3 actually, like when he led flop, like that queen should be a double barrel with all the equity he gained. Almost 100%. He donk leads into us. I think. Okay, hold on here. We gotta read this. Called 3s. Raise the ace jack suited. Fold jack 5. We should have just ISO'd pre-flop there, of course. And we're gonna 2x top right. And we do fold here. King jack there for us. Yeah, I guess stuck in the middle, we just fold the 3s. King 10. We just have to ISO this. And against Omar, I'm going to do a patent big bet here. Because he's such a spew that he will still call this a lot. What is crazy if Jake grips it there? This works better actually out of position. I kind of misread. I thought it was button versus small blind there. Raise the 7s. Fold the 8 deuce. That's it. 2 callers. I guess we just check. And we're pretty much at all the tables to be at. I don't think we need another heads up table or whatever. Oh, that's not. But I think that's like standard, you know. You get called twice. It's tough when you got guys playing. Yeah, we're just way behind, so it's good. Playing such massive ranges on kind of what's best to do here. Blue Thunder. So he is on a 30 big stack. We're just folding here because of that. There's no value there. We're just. I doubt he's bluffing. It's basically what we're getting at. I'm gonna go for some value here. And I guess we 3-bet the ace-4 suited, and we barrel here, fold here. That's a really big 3-bet. Check here. This guy is pretty spewy, but he's not spewy with the 3-bets. And we just check down the king 9. No value there in betting, I don't think. And he might be getting more aggro with his 3-bets, but until he does, I think ace 10 suited is actually still a call there. Oh, he just got stacked. It's definitely a call, right? So 0 calls, checks, king 10, flush. God, I just shoves it into him. I guess the ace of spades, I guess, that kind of ish makes sense. But obviously, when somebody else has the flush, you just get a stack there. That's a bit annoying here. We're definitely calling the 5-4 suited, sorry. It's a terrible flop. Alright, 6 deuce fold, 3 deuce suited fold. The king 8 suited, we like to go. And we just have to fold here as well. It's just a lot of folding. Pretty much anything suited, we're just going to be ISOing this guy. Pretty straightforward post flop. Mega Allen squeezes. It goes a little small. I think on the button, deuce 3 suited, we can call some portion of the time there. 4-5 suited is definitely a call. 3 deuce might not be. Yeah, there's just nothing there. Just fold it. Alright, so Blue Thunder is just spewing away here, so we'll just be looking to get a decent hand and shove over him. Okay, King 7 suited, 3-bet, fold Jack 4. And I think we just bet here, probably. Okay, that's a good turn card. First value now. Set. Schooner probably doesn't have a flush very often. King Palace can definitely have a flush being in the big blind. Thing is, a lot of his flushes are like the King X, the Jack X, some Queen X. Oh, that would have been a really good-ish card to call. I could bluff with. But anybody ever bluffs. But when they call out of the big blind, right, mostly like ace of hearts is 3-betting a button open. Anyway, of course, call here. It's a really good turn card, or river card. Yeah, it goes too small. We have to raise that. And then fold if he shoves on us. But, yeah, we just make 2 pair and he goes that tiny. We have to raise for value. The hand's too strong to just call that. Even on the flush board, I think. The issue is it is hard to get paid. So maybe it's not, but I think when they go that small, we gotta go for value. And on this board, we're just going big. And we'll check the ace queen. And I will be c-betting here in the bottom right. Okay, and we're gonna value bet here. Just calls and then Donk leads into us. I just fold. We're gonna double barrel here with the gut shot and the ace, and we of course call with the ace queen. Okay, we are dodging a club. It's a lot better, a lot more equity than I would have expected him to have there. Yes, we'll run it twice. Good on the first, good on the second. Well, guess we ran it 3 times. Okay, so we block Queen 10, block Jack 10. It's not a board he's going to have much, so again, we're just going to go small because we're going to be looking to double barrel most turns. 10's a good one to double barrel. Yeah, we're just expecting to fold a whole bunch, and then if he calls, we're going to be triple barreling there. I'm not sure what the best play. I'm going to lead here with 5s in this spot against like a limp. Probably ISOing and then just c-betting is the most likely best play. It's like Sub-Zero has vacated the table. I think what do we miss? Raise, call. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just let that go. Through King Jack. Okay, this is interesting. So he limps in. I'm gonna call here, and then we'll have to decide turn. So he limps in, calls for the donk lead, and then raises us on that turn. We block 5-6. We block ace-5, we block 5-6. Could have deuces, 3s, 4s, but it's a bunch of flush draws out there. And this guy has proven to be pretty bluff happy. I think if we have a hand to call ever, it's probably this one. Yes. Oh, we had a 10 on the river. God, that's so tilting, bro. Alright. If we don't stop calling, fish. Expecting them to have a bluff. Good jump. The rivers. Rivers have been cruel today, folks. They have been cruel today. Even still, whatever. We were right on the turn, and then you just got left on the river. All the combo draws missed. You just happened to spike the tempo. What do you do? I'm shocked he bet the 10, to be honest. Usually you don't see that. Usually they'll just check down. Look like they're top pair there. You know, just being happy that they can get the showdown now and show their hand. Okay. Yeah. But either way, we have like one of the best blockers out there. Like we're blocking ace-5 of hearts, which is maybe not good, but basically we're blocking ace-5, blocking 5-6. So I think if we're going to be calling a hand, 5s is the best hands to do it with. Yeah, because you would have had to like overlap deuces, 3s, 4s there. Okay, fold the 9-7. Okay, and we raise king queen suited. Fold the queen 6 off. Okay, well, first to click it back, we just have to call. And we go 3.5 here because we got a mega whale, obviously, in the big blind, so we're just going to drive it. So the king falls. He did min click us, so we are going to proceed cautiously. I think if you like, and now we just block right here. And we value bet the king queen suited. Nice. Raise the ace jack. Pretty sure we missed c-bet here. 6-4, fold the ace jack. I'm gonna raise. I don't really believe him. I just snap calls. Interesting. So block queen king. Oh, that's okay. I think we ripped this. We do squeeze the 6-7 suited some portion of the time, and we do call it some portion of the time. So this is a spot where we could donk lead, but I think I'm just going to go for the check raise. Let's go 4x. Obviously, like second pair, you know, and then straight straw. We just have, we're just like we're like 60-40 against aces kind of thing. So money's just gotta go in. Like worst case hand would be pocket aces. Even if he has a better flush draw, it's fine. Because we have the pair. Just snap these up. Ace check off's just a fold against the under the gun open. if you have somebody overfolding to 3-bets and not like properly calling, which most players probably do at this pool, so you could probably widen to include ace jack for sure. And flush draw backdoors. We're just gonna bet snap calls. I think once he snapped, I mean, we just pick up too much equity there. I think we just bet again. And we just check fold. He just has an ace way too often here. Good lord. Like, what are you doing? Guess we should take note of that a little bit. With the ace of spades here against two really big fish, we're just going to bet and double barrel. So we've been missing some triple barrels this morning. I just don't think we're playing very good. We've missed some triple barrels. We've called off more than I've ever called off in my life. So hasn't been going the best. We'll say that. We've been on a tear, so it is expected to, you know, have a session every once in a while where things just don't go your way. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like we've made too many hero calls, and I don't think they're necessarily bad spots. I think we've just been kind of, you know, like that 10-6 hand, where like a seemingly, you know, whatever card. Nice. Maybe we could have gone a little bigger, but I don't think so. Okay, checks back. He's just not folding. You know what I mean? So I think maybe we have to call that. Rip hearts, straight draws, and then we're just gonna value that for him. Nice. Here. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's see where we're at. I'm doing pretty good about not looking at this for today, but I think we should probably see. Alright, it's way better than I thought. We were down 250, so we've come out of it significantly better than I thought, so that's good. Look at that. Ace-8 fold. Look at that. Now we just need to double up and we'll be laughing. Just need to win a big hand. Okay. We'll check the queen jack here. That's a shitty trick card. I think checking's fine. Obviously ISOing the queens. We are going for value here on the turn. And against Topaz, I think we just have to go bet and then bet again, and then also bet again on the river. Right. And then the question becomes to shove for value or not. Obviously, we lose to sets. Does anything call realistically if we shove here? Thing is, he might call a jack, he might call an 8. I think I have to shove when he's playing that many hands. I don't think we can do anything but rip it. Just for value, obviously. Okay, he doesn't snap, he doesn't have a set. Not this time bank thing's not cool. Taking a blind every time you need like an extra 10 seconds to think is ridiculous. For those of you who don't know, if you time down now, you have to buy time bank for a big blind. Which is like insane. Considering people's win rates on big blind or on GG Poker are lucky to be 1 or 2 big blinds, you know, per 100 hands. And now you've just got people like paying that basically in time banks. Mind you, you do get paid when somebody else, so I wonder if it's similar to the bad beat jackpot where the math just kind of evens out. Because, like, if I pay the time bank, then it's spread out across everybody in the hand. 3-4 suited, we'll just call. You know, so if you're not time banking much, then I don't know, maybe it just evens out. Or with all the fish time banking all the time, maybe you actually end up in profit. Nines are just a fold here. And I think we'll check raise on this board if he c-bets. We definitely have ace queen, definitely have king queen, definitely have deuces, definitely have fives. We do have a bunch of backdoor equity. Topaz opens to the 3.5. Fold the 3 deuce. Fold the 6 deuce. The 2's a terrible card, so we're not going to keep bluffing on it. Like, we're repping like deuces, fives, queen X, and stuff. When the deuce rolls off, it's just too hard to bluff. Interesting. Want to bet here because we can't win. We're gonna call. His range is just too wide. Small bet here. If you fold, if you check raise, we just fold. Yeah, okay. Well, we fold to that. Guess we just give up. We do call the 4 here, obviously. So then, tiny 3 bet us, check flop, small bet turn, and then check river. Yeah, it's not fold. Checks back turn, then he's gonna call the river bluff. Right? Basically, the plan. Nice. Yeah, here's close. Lizzo. Never mind. Let's just slow down here. Where are we at? We're gonna fold the 5s, I guess, because we're gonna be like stuck in a weird spot if we call turn. Yeah, perfect. On the turn if we call. So. And I don't know. I think we ISO here, so that should have been a c-bet. I'm banking out everywhere here. Let's get control of this. Okay. So pre-flop, we ISO. They all checked. We're gonna bet. And we're gonna check here. Basically, that should be a c-bet almost 100% of the time, obviously. But when we do check, we can still rep the king because every once in a while we will check the king and slow play it. So it's not kind of one of those spots where we just give up. Obviously, the king 3 we fold. King 4 suited we raise. Jack 8 off we raise. The king 3 on this board. I think we half pot. Just because the jack 9's a little more connected than we like. And we are going to double barrel here. We are going to double or bet half pot here and then decide on turn. Calls. The ice. Okay, we're just going to fold to the spewy lead out. The queen jack off is a 3-bet. That's something we've been missing from our game. Was proper big blind 3-betting ranges. We do it a lot more than I thought. And we'll fold the 4-3 suited. And the ace queen suited we raise. Fold the a7. Fold the 7-4. We'll just fold the ace queen, the jack 8, the 3. Alright, jack 8 off, raise, king 7 fold, king 6 fold. The jack deuce check, fold. Okay, raise that. Fold the 8-5, fold the 10, 70s. Raise the king 4. We just fold here. The king 4. I'm gonna check these edit position spots, I really do. Check the 9-6. 40 bigs. Oh yeah, we're just going 20. We're just gonna put him to a sugar fold scenario. We do check call before. And I'm gonna raise the 2 pair here. Interesting. I think we call. Probably have to call this shove too. Thing is, hearts missed. And all checks, so we just rip it. We have to rip it, right? Like, I think he would shove all of his 2 pair, I would imagine. But he might not. He might not because hearts miss. But yeah, I think we just have to shove here. And I shovel spades. It was small versus ISO, so I think I call. Check here. Alright. Nice. We got him. Fold the 7 boots. Yeah, I think anything but shoving there is bad. We just check down the ace queen here. I'm fine with that. Fold the 9-5. So he goes really small on this board. I'm just going to call though. And if he goes bet and then shoves river, he's going to have successfully induced us to call with that tiny little bet that he made. But I don't think, like aces, kings, I think. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I mean, not 3-bet ace king suited and big blind limp, 3 raised aces under the gun. She's not 3 big blinders under the gun. When those are still fun, check called strong hands, 4-bet faces. Yeah. This is a weird one. I have to call. Oh. What's that voice? Yeah, so we have to check here because if he's betting, like if he's going that big on small, that big on the turn with like aces, kings, he's shoving river. And then if he has like ace king, oh, he had a set of deuces. Wow, what a crazy 3-bet, tiny bet, big bet, and then he just sucked it. Better note that though. 3-bet, deuce from jack or CTG. And then, wow, hold on. Don't you dare time it. Holy shit, what a panic attack there. Oh man, I misclicked and went way too big too. Alright, well, with the open-enders nut flush draw, the money's just going in. Yeah, that was dumb bet. Goddamn timers, man. And Nishi 3-bets. We're going to 4-bet the kings. We just run it once. We need a diamond, a 6, or a jack. That's fine. I'm gonna check this flop back. What happened here? I guess I'm just gonna rip it. And I'm gonna check back here. The reason being, he will 3-bet 10s and jacks and aces, and when I 4-bet, he's gonna just call them a lot. Okay, he's not gonna double check them though, so now we're going for value. And he doesn't snap call, so he doesn't have aces. Okay. Now we decide how much of a nit are you. Well, I think everybody can just trip the shit out of me, but I'm checking. I just don't know what he's going to call with. Like, queens, I guess. Yeah, maybe we lose a lot of value by checking there against pocket queens. But the trips fly. Probably like a horrendous check back. It's probably like a really bad check back. Here. I'll be right back, guys. guys, we're just going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back.